baking today. I'm baking scones today. Hey, Deborah, how's it going? Oh, excuse me. I know. How he just said, I hope you're not getting my cold. No, I can't. Oh, I can't drink that. Hi, welcome to day 7 of our Puka calendar. Excuse me, Puka calendar. Here we go. Ooh, if this is anything like the first morning one, this is called 3 fennel, soothing, sweet, and wild fennel seeds with fennel leaf. Sweet fennel. That's what we're having today. So I'm going to pop it in my cup with boiling water. Made maple syrup candy last night. How do you make maple syrup candy, Deborah? Do tell. Hi, Yoshi. How are you, darling? How are you? Let me get this dipped in there so it can sleep. Excuse me. When I medicate, I cough, and then when I cough, everything comes to the surface. I still find it funny that on TikTok you can light up a cigarette and smoke it while you're talking because it's legal. Now, forget the health benefits or lack thereof. But marijuana, which is also legal in most places and healthy, they ban you for. Nuts. The hell is going on? Can you hear me now? The hell is going on with this? Can you hear me now? Something's going weird with the sound. I don't know what's going on. Nope. Done. You can hear me now, right? It's gotta be something to do with when I'm putting it in this stupid phone holder thing. Can you hear me okay? All right. Oh, my boobs have changed the channel. Okay, hang on. That was happening yesterday too, apparently. All right. Hey, let me say hi to everybody. Angela, Autumn Gypsy, Autumn Leaf, Avon Leanne, Deborah C, Janet Fitton, Leanne Bishop, Sewan, Mindy Van Houten, Orla Quirk, Relax at Sage Spa, Sandy Candy, Steven Seedfeld, and Yoshi and Ninja. All right, now let me put this on. Let me pop out the chat here. Please excuse me. I've been coughing. No, it's not the COVID. Okay, live chat. Let's just pop that back out. Bring it over and put that on live. How's it going? How's everybody doing? Today, I am, yes, Howard's home. I made him stay home. And he's doing better. He's doing much, much better. So I just didn't want him to go today because I knew he'd be feeling better. And if he went today, he was going to set himself back. You know what I mean? Hey, Carol McKinney, Sherry Vachon. Good morning. How are you? Natasha B. Willow's Garden, Sage, Sandy Candy, Grady Framey. Wow. Full complement of folks this morning. So what we're drinking today is Pucka's 3 Fennel Organic. Soothing, sweet, and wild fennel seeds with fennel leaf. And I am a huge fan of fennel, so we're going to enjoy this quite a bit. I just got to let it steep just a little bit more. Excuse me, guys. So hopefully my Christmas shopping is done, thank God. Even though, you know, my bank, okay, I do all my banking online, and they have when you go in, you look, you have a debit and a credit and a total column. Well, they've put the debit and the credit column together, and they've just put negative signs next to the debit, and just a blank, no plus sign or nothing next to the credit stuff. So, but it's all in one column, and it's like, wait a second. No, put it back. Screwed me up. I'm overdrawn. Hey, Malka, how are you, darling? It smells really good. What do you do with fennel? Oh, fennel is really good, believe it or not, in sausage meat. Fennel is my secret ingredient in sausage. Like, I mean, yes, you've got onions, garlic, parsley, salt, pepper, red pepper flakes, juniper berry. Like there's all this stuff, but fennel is what makes the sausage. Fennel seed is what makes the sausage meat really pop. Yeah, fennel's great. I have no clue what to do with fennel. Well, neither did I until I worked, you know, at the bakery. Let me see. Oh, it smells good. It's got a licoricey smell. Oh, it's so good. Morning, Marnie. How are you, darling? So listen. I'm making blueberry and orange scones, or blueberry lemon scones and orange cranberry scones today. Yes, I'm going to do a video just because I'm doing the video for both. And oh my gosh. I have to figure out how I'm going to do the tree. I'm going to cut part of the bottom off and the lower branches, and then I'm going to put it, because it's so narrow it doesn't fit in our tree stand, so I'm going to put it in a bucket and put bricks around it. Still working on Christmas quilts. My goodness. Is it good for gas? Hey, Ninja Helen. Hi. I am multitasking, listening to you and ordering seeds. Oh, good for you. I got all my seeds, thank God. But I'll tell you, yesterday after I left here, what a crap show. Remember I said, oh, it's all gray and it's raining. Well, I had forgotten that we'd gotten like 10 inches of snow. I exaggerate. It was probably a foot of snow. I mean, I probably would have said a foot of snow, but it was actually 8 to 10 inches. We got a lot of snow. But then somewhere, say, before morning, it started to rain. And remember, I had to mail out the quilt yesterday, right? So I said to Briar, well, I got to mail out the quilt. Do you need anything at the store? And he goes, yeah, I'll come with, right? So I go out, and I can't wear boots, people. I can't wear boots. My ankles are bad enough, but shoes are bad enough, right? So the best I can do is shoes and socks when I go out. Well, our plow guy had plowed right down the center of our driveway, but we weren't here. We were in bed, so we couldn't move vehicles around for him and stuff. And so I went out and I was like, oh, crap. I look at my truck and there's this much snow on it. No word of a lie. No word of a lie. Now, that doesn't look like a lot, except it had been raining all morning. And it was wet snow. You know the wet snow I'm talking. Now, my truck is a truck. And I'm only 5'6". So I threw the parcel. Well, I didn't throw it. I put the quilt parcel in the back seat, my purse in the front seat, and I got everything turned on and the heat on. And then I went to get the plastic snow shovel and I stepped in a puddle that was underneath the snow, right up over my shoe. And it's like, okay, and it's raining. Okay. And I'm in just like my, because it was raining, I thought, well, I'll just pop into the truck and I'll be fine. Right. So I just have my sweatshirt jacket on. And by the time I cleaned off the windshield, the hood, and the roof, I was soaked to the skin and my feet were like ice. So I like piss. Just as I'm coming back in the and it's slippery because you step down through and you hit the slush and then your foot goes sideways. So I almost fell like 4 times, right? So I get up, I come back to the steps, and as I'm coming up the porch, Howie's opening the kitchen window going, why are you still here? And I said, don't even ask. So I walked in the house and he looked at me. He said, what happened to you? I said, I had to clean the truck off from last night's snow that's been rained on all morning. And he went, ooh. I said, yeah. And I said, can you go down the basement and get my pink shoes, like the shoes with the pink liner at the bottom of the stairs? I said, I have to change my shoes. So I had to change my shirt, my shoes, my pants, my jacket. Everything had to go. Everything had to be changed. I was soaked. So I get back out there and I try to avoid, putting my feet into puddles again because I've now got warm, dry socks and shoes on again. And I get out and everything else was fine. Briar and I went, IGA had a sale on all that stuff. But even coming home and carrying the groceries out of the back of the truck through that slush and snow was enough to piss off the good humor man. It was just nasty. So no, what you're hearing in here is not me getting a cold. It's me medicating. So yeah, I don't want to break a bone. That's for sure. If anyone cares to know, I'm ordering seeds from a small company that offers packages of seeds for 75 cents. Not a ton of variety, but I have had wonderful success and they are fast to send. Can you put the link in the Connected Hearts, Avon Leanne, and give it to me in Messenger and I'll put it up here. Well, it's still sitting outside. But I've made a decision. It's going to be an old-fashioned tree. Now, yes, I'm still going to have tinsel. Yes, I'm still going to have lights and all that stuff. But I'm using not all of, but I'm going to use the best of my antique ornaments. See, I got more ornaments than I ever put on any one tree, right? Because one year I spent my whole life collecting stuff, and then one flooded basement later in a rental house, and I had to start all over again. So I mean, I've got ornaments. When I say antique, I say 1965 and back. Oh well, thank you, Malka. I'm interested in the seeds too. So if you go over Avon Leanne, here, let me just go over to Facebook, Avon Leanne, and give us the link. Give me the link in Messenger so I can put it up here in our chat. Morning. I don't see it here. So, restore chat. Hey, Donna, tree's looking great. Where are you getting the tea calendar? Oh, this was a gift. You can get it on Amazon, and I do believe they also have them at Walmart. It is the Pukka, Pukka, tea advent calendar. So I don't decorate because I have 4 cats, and Ricky would destroy everything. 3.5. No room. I'm alone. Don't tell me you don't have no room. You can get a tree from the dollar store And you can find a place to put it where your cats won't get it. I don't care if it's on top of your fridge. That's no excuse. If you want a tree, you can have one. Hi, Paula. Well, I'm drinking 3 fennel, and it's bloody delicious. It's a licorice undertone, but it's really good. Actually, you know what? I said it yesterday, but I'm going to say it again. If somebody had not sent me this calendar, is the person who sent me the calendar here? Because if somebody had not sent me this calendar, I wouldn't have tried half of these teas. I would just look at, what did we try yesterday? Mint Refresh, and I would have went, no. Supreme Matcha Green, no. But they were both really good. So, I mean, this is educating me on teas. And when this is done on December 24th and we drink our last tea, I'm going to start looking for teas to replace it for next year. Good morning, Mama Dukes. Autumn, I've had to do that because of water damage, all from my childhood wooden ones from Germany. I made window swags from dollar store trees. Really? There you go. Hey, teasers, pleasers, how are you? No tree this year, just not in the spirit. Stephen, come on. Do you know if you don't put up a tree, what's going to happen? Christmas Eve is going to come, and you're going to light a fire, and you're going to want to sit down and have a glass of mulled wine or something, and you're going to turn on the TV or whatever it is you're going to do, and you're going to get depressed because you don't have a tree to look at. You may not be in the spirit now, but the spirit is in you, okay? You have to be an active participant in your own joy. Do you understand? I bought a Simple Kids calendar, the ones you open doors and got little chocolates behind each door. I just got to have one for old time's sake. Right up until about 4 years ago, I was still sending them to my kids. The chocolate advent calendars. We stopped stockings. We stopped advent calendars. None of that until I got grandbabies. My little tree came from a Hallmark store like 15 years ago. My aunt said, no Italian does without a Christmas tree. Being used it as a little display table tree. Now, I've had 2 of the ceramic trees, and I keep saying, well, I don't know where the hell this shit went. All this stuff went. But the truth is, we've moved. We've had things flooded out of basements. We've had to put things in storage. So a lot of stuff got left behind. But I would love one of those ceramic trees. I really would. I wish I had a fireplace. You're correct, Bev. That advice you're giving out. Well, see? Go to Dollar Tree and get a tree. Spend $10. Okay? Because honest to God, when my father stopped putting up Christmas trees because he lived alone. And it's like, come on, Dad. And he goes, why? He said 9 times out of 10, he spent Christmas alone, right? But most times there would be family there. Most times there would, like my brother Billy and his wife and kids or whatever, right? So one year, and you all know the story of the tree in a box. We had bought a dehumidifier. We were living in a basement apartment. I was pregnant with Briar. And I was in Zellers with my sister Wendy. And I said, I'm going to get Dad a tree. And so I bought a 2-foot one, with the little burlap stuff on the bottom and the red bow. And I got an angel and some ornaments and some lights. And I took it back to Wendy's. And we decorated it while we were making Christmas cookies because it was November at the time. And Andrew was all excited and playing the Christmas carols, and he was looking at the tree, and it was only this big. But I remember when Howie and I went up to visit Dad, Howie and the boys and I was pregnant with Briar, and I put the dehumidifier box on his coffee table. And he said, "What's that?" I said, "It's Christmas." And he went, "What?" "It's a dehumidifier box." And I pulled out his perfectly decorated tree and I put it on his table beside his chair and I plugged it in. And he said, "Now that's the most sensible Christmas tree I've ever seen." And every year after that, my father put out his little Christmas tree because he loved it. He said, "It's a tree in a box." He said, "You just, when the season's over, you put it back in the box and put it under the stairs, like in the closet under the basement stairs." My brother now has that tree in a box. But the thing is you don't need a lot to give yourself joy. It's a double-edged sword, I know, but thank you, Stephen. That's all I ask, is that you think about it. I want one of those ceramic trees. It's all good. I know it's hard. It is hard around the holidays, but it's harder come Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, and there's no sign of holidays in your home when you're used to it. And that just makes you go deeper into depression. So, you may wanna just think about it, all right? Just if you don't want it today, then don't think about it today, right? Don't talk yourself in and out of stuff. Hey, Natasha. So, hang on a second. The smell of spruce kind of smells like cat pee. What really smells nice are fir trees, balsams. What's my favorite? Fraser firs. Fir trees are the best. But this one's a spruce. And that's okay, because it came off my own property. Hang on a second. So, you can even get one that big here at the dollar store. My hubby spent a year alone in Korea on top of a mountain maintaining single equipment. I sent him a pre-decorated tree, and he said it lifted all the spirits of the few up on the mountain. Exactly. Hey, Jennifer. I walked into you saying it smells like cat pee, and I was like, whoa. No, spruce trees for some reason always have a faint whiff. There's a odd smell about them, but fir trees are my favorite. They have the best smell. No, they don't. They have, okay. Spruce trees are prickly and they give me a rash, but that's what we got this year. And I don't have to stick my arm all the way in because it's a really kind of a Charlie Brown tree. Fir trees, Fraser firs, balsams, they're softer needles and they give off a beautiful scent. But the absolute best tree for smell is the Scotch pine. Hi, Lori. How's it going? I don't like blue spruce. To me, they look washed out. But everybody has their favorite. Mine is the Fraser fir. Scotch pine. They have the longer needles. My mom loved Scotch pine because of the smell. I hated Scotch pine. For as long as I could remember, when we were growing up, we had pretty much Scotch pines, right? Because Mom wanted Scotch pines. But, after that, it was like balsams and spruces and stuff like, after we moved out of the city. Did you notice? You can hit the dislike button, but it doesn't show on here. Not mine. I didn't do it. You remember I was saying, it must make people feel so good to hit that dislike button and go, there, see my blue thumbs down? Well, apparently Fauci did some YouTube thing and it had no likes, not one. It was 100%, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dislikes. And YouTube has removed the ability for the public to see how many dislikes a video gets. Just saying, I didn't have nothing to do with that. I didn't do a tree this year. I put up my nativity scene. Well, there you go, right? All right, Stephen, take care, sweetheart. I want to get some branches and put them in. Yes, I've done that too. I've gone and cut down branches. I remember one year, the year I had a tree in every room in the house, it was like living in the jungle or living in the forest. Because I had a great big tree in my living room. I had a white Christmas tree, of artificial one, on my sideboard in the kitchen. Now this whole house wasn't 1,000 square feet. Okay. So I had a white tree all decorated in gold and candles on my sideboard. I had a little battery operated tree on the back of my toilet. I had a tree in both bedrooms. And then if that wasn't enough, I went outside. I asked my neighbor, because he had a bunch of spruce trees and stuff, and asked could I strip some of the lower branches off his trees. And he goes, why? And I told him, and he goes, yeah, sure, go right ahead. So I built bowers, because we had this cut out window, because our living room was so small, to have four solid, like to have two doorways and a solid wall was just, there was no room for anything. So what we did is we cut a window halfway up through the wall, halfway up the stairs. So we could holler up to the kids, we could see if their lights were on and all that stuff. But it opened up the room a bit, and we had a shelf to put things on in the window. So I took branches and wire, and I made these bowers over that, and over the doorways, and over the kitchen door, and over both windows in the kitchen, and I put lights in them all. I tell you, I almost burnt that house down with a 50 amp service. 60 amp service. Yeah, they're selling them, but you know what? I have projector lights on my blue spruce trees. It's so pretty. And oh, that sounds lovely. My mom used to sit and burn the cut off branches just to release a little bit of the oils. It smelled so good, just like orange peels. Bringing in the green. Absolutely. I love the smell and the look of holly and silver ribbons everywhere. Well, like this is the plan for the Foley family Christmas tree. Okay. Is like Howie was going to cut it shorter, and this is the thing. Like one year we only one other year did we have a tree we took off our property, okay, and it was a tree that was dying, and it was small. But it was still about 20 feet tall, and I had Howie cut it down, and I said, now cut the top off. Well, when he cut the top off, he cut the bottom to make it fit in the house. I said, what did you do? And he goes, I trimmed it. I said, no, because it was really skinny on the top. He could have cut the top like a good 1.5 feet off the top, left the bottom full, and it would have been perfect. But so he has this tendency to look at from the tip to where in height, it's like, no, you got to cut lower so that I can make it all work and work my magic. Overkill. What's overkill? Well, yeah, but I mean, it was awesome too. I think there's a reason my kids aren't all like freaked out over Christmas, right? Well, they're not kids anymore too. Go to Home Depot, they'll give you the parts they cut off. Really? I would, if I was at Home Depot, I'd be saying, don't you give away that stuff. You put that, you get so, yeah, I'd have one person standing there waiting for all the cut off parts and making displays and selling them. I don't know if we're going to go see the lights. I don't even know if they're doing them. Howie? Are they doing that Festival of Lights again this year? Remember where we took Mom? Well, can you keep your ear to the ground? Because that would be nice. Folks are asking, could we go do that and go live again? If it's playing and it's still $20 a carload, absolutely. Or regrow them. Wait a minute. Bringing in the green, I love the smell. I have no luck with regrowing trees. I'm going to try it with my fruit trees again this year. I'm going to try and take some cuttings. But until I know what I'm doing, I'm definitely not going to do it. When it comes to the hole where I left where we took the Christmas tree, there's the smaller ones that have already come up. Like when you see me walking up the driveway and I show you, I walk right by two or three of the trees that are on the side of my driveway that we transplanted. So a bunch of babies have come up. So in the spring, I'm going to go dig up one of the babies and put it in the hole where we took our tree down. Yeah, that would be lovely. It would be lovely. And I think if they're doing it this year, well, you know what? Let me look. Ottawa Festival of Lights. Let's see. No, that's the Parliament Hill one. Okay. What was it called, Hal? Oh, the Magical Lights. There it is. Yeah, there it is. The Magic of Lights. November 19th till January 8th. Holiday Light Show. It's a charity event. Visit website, purchase tickets. Okay, I'm going to bookmark that. So yeah, I'm hoping we will. However, we'll see. We'll see. Depends on the cost of tickets. Everything's doubled in price this year. Depends on the cost of tickets, depends on gas, depends on our paychecks. But yeah, it would be wonderful, wouldn't it? I'd love to come and visit you, Bev. If I had a vehicle, just to see in person your property and so on. It's no different than anybody else's. Really. I got a half-built paint booth, broken old beehives, cars, trailers, empty garden boxes, piles of wood, you name it. It's all here. Bev did pure maple sugar candy last night, and I did it perfect. Will you please email me that recipe? Because I do have maple syrup. When do you start your seeds? I start my seeds at the end of February. I've done them in January, and it's been no fun, but I start my seeds sometime in February to get them going. No, I did not settle with YouTube. They keep saying, they keep sending me the same thing. I keep saying, they said that I have done absolutely everything I was supposed to correct the issue. And that if there is a refund pending me, which there is because Google took money out of me that they shouldn't have, because I have a Canadian, I'm a Canadian, then they're supposed to give it back to me on my next pay. They've been telling me that for 5 months. So I'm not holding my breath. But if it comes, thank you, God. Because, I mean, we've been up. We're fine. But there's been nothing extra. Absolutely nothing. And now Howie's off yesterday and today, probably tomorrow. So it's gonna be a little dicey, but we'll get there. I have mistletoe growing in one of my trees. My husband used to shoot it out of the tree. Where do you live, Willow? Because you can grow mistletoe here. Oh, I'm thinking holly. Have you ever did maple powder? I've never, no. You got to send me these recipes, folks. All I'm doing, I have to get off here shortly, guys. It's a bit over a half an hour and I've got to mind my data. But I'm about to go and start making scones. Okay? Excuse me. So, for all those who care to, and yes, of course, I'm going to decorate the tree live. Probably on Sunday. Okay? Thank you. Hi, Mary Cook. You got snow? All we got was a lot of snow and then a lot of rain. Someone gave me a bunch of pecans. Any ideas of what to do with them? Snowballs. Snowballs. Pie. Put it in banana bread. Put it in applesauce bread. Munch. Candy them. There's all kinds of things you can do with pecans. Mary Cook was timed out. Well, now, you know what? You were not timed out by, it says you were timed out by Chaos, but I don't see it. Because Chaos, did you time her out for that? Anyway, listen, guys, for all those who care to, let's send a prayer out so that we can help lift everybody else up. See, not everybody has folks that they can sit down and have a cup of tea with every morning or, some mornings. Not everybody has that. So we have each other, right? So deep breath. Okay. Yeah, I know, Chaos. I know you didn't. It's that stupid thing. Okay. Hey, God. Thank you for my friend who sent me these wonderful teas because it's a real eye-opener. I never would have tried half of these, and I'm finding them wonderfully pleasant and refreshing. Thank you for bringing us together today, God, so that we could smile and share and light each other up and lift each other up and support each other. We know this time of year is not the greatest for everybody, but we do what we can to lift each other up. But God, we want to lift up the rest of the world who are struggling, the people that are alone and sick or struggling financially or addicted or neglected or anxiety, whatever is going on in their lives, God. Those people that have no one, we lift them up to you in a special prayer and say, God, please look after these people. Okay? Cover them with your love. Give them some peace. Because not everyone's as lucky as we are. Thank you, God. Amen. Remember, folks, when you shine with the inner light of God's love, it shows. People may not understand what they're seeing, but it attracts them just the same. Shine on, you crazy diamond. Take care. God bless. We'll see you tomorrow.